Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Ring of Red. Let's go ahead and load the save. I do believe the timestamps listed here for these saves are actually different now, because I've now actually gone ahead and fixed the reason why it seemed to have the wrong time listing, which was because the system settings for the emulator that I'm using, because I'm not able to actually record straight off my PlayStation 2 because I don't have the hardware necessary to do so. So in my case, I'm using emulation to be able to do this. The BIOS times or locale and language and whatnot were all set to, I think it was set to like Portugal for the location, and I think Portuguese was also the system setting or the system language. So I've changed that to now actually be the correct time zone. So it should now properly, or at least more accurately, reflect my actual time zone, or the actual time where I am. So let's see. Yes, I know this is the operation room. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say. It has been a little while now, a week, so yeah. You will now be briefed on your mission. I've gone over both of your evaluation reports on your shooting training. They've provided some valuable information. Good work. I've got to hand it to you. I didn't expect to be beaten. Predictable outcome, I say. Type 3 will finally be joining you today for a demonstration. Type 3? I didn't see it at all during the testing. 3 is the top-of-the-line model from Nebulon. I had a hand in its development, as a matter of fact. I think we might have already seen some of this, but, you know, again, it's been a little while for me, so... Final adjustments took longer than they expected, and it only received a go-ahead for performance evaluation today. Looks a little fragile. Looks can be deceiving. 3's assault capabilities far outrank both 1 and 2's. Scary thought. Anyway, what about our mission? Of course. Carry on, Colonel. Yes, sir. Listen up, both of you. It's time you had a taste of real combat. Today, you and Type 3 will engage each other under combat conditions. Actual combat? It's another mock-up, just more intense. All units will be armed with training ammunition. Close combat is out of bounds in order to safeguard the vehicles. Who will be piloting Type 3? Shinji Kirishima, one of Nebulon's own pilots. He's also a former Southern Japanese Forces man. He should be here by now. What's taking them so long? Colonel, 3 is already out on the training field. What? Both of you, prepare to deploy. Don't let Kirishima warm up before you. Okay, let's go to the information room. Because I'm not sure if there's any new info here for us. Okay, combat manual. Anything new here? Oh, something for close combat. Both the AFW and the anti-AFW are capable of an array of combat techniques and have the ability to attack at close range. The greater the amount of remaining operational time when close-range melee is initiated, the heavier the damage inflicted. In close-range melee situations, the enemy AFW can counterattack if it is capable of close combat. So generally speaking, close combat is quite effective against, well, enemy AFWs that are incapable of close combat. Which I believe the like heavy AFWs, the ones that are special or great at long range, those I don't believe are capable of close combat. So in theory, those are probably the ones that you can do quite a decent amount of damage to in close combat, because they won't be able to really fight back. Okay, so it's the record room for saving, of course, so let's go ahead and, I guess, sortie. Well, actually, you know what? There's us one. I'm gonna check back at the unit info thing. Did they have anything on the Type 3? No, they do not. Okay. Of course they don't. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and sortie. Yes, we're making a sortie in this operation. It's kind of hard not to, since it is a training mission and you are by all means required to do it. The infamous Type 3, Neblan's secret weapon. Not everything I've heard about that machine has been good. You worry too much. I have it from headquarters that the model was developed specifically for use in Japan. I sincerely hope that is the case. What is it that you're afraid of? Nothing. Nothing important. It's about to start. He seems kind of suspicious. So, live fire exercise, or practice, although it's not live fire, we're still using training ammunition. In a second, we'll start the mock combat training. Load the practice ammunition. According to instructions, we may be simulating real-life combat, but remember that this is strictly for training purposes. Close combat is therefore forbidden as a safety precaution. Yeah, I know. Victory condition, annihilation of all enemies. Loss condition, destruction of Vesger's AFW or going over the Day 2 1900 time limit. Hey, are you Japanese? What are you talking about? I'm gonna ask you again. Are you Japanese? If I recall correctly, Vesger doesn't particularly like being referred to as Japanese, so no. My father is German, like I said, and if being Japanese means sharing that title with you, I'm not interested. And you shouldn't be. Of course, even if you insisted you were Japanese, I doubt you could find anyone who would believe you. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and fight us. Starting at short range, this is not my specialty, so we're gonna be probably walking backwards to try to, well, get ourselves within our effective range. So, you want to play a little, huh? Or you want me to play a little? Okay, whatever. This machine is a beauty. I should have no problem. I think this is sort of a scripted sort of sequence. So you can't really do anything to avoid this. Rookie. Damn it! A direct shot from this close? Are you out of your mind? Type 3, ceasefire. You know that close combat is strictly forbidden. Type 3, respond. Kirishima, this is an order. We have a situation. They've just found the bodies of Shinji Kirishima and the Type 3 AFW technician. They've been murdered. What? Kirishima? What is going on around here? Who the heck is on Type 3 right now? This is Type 3, do you copy? I'll be taking this ride back with me. Don't worry, it'll be used for the common good, and the realization of a superior ideal. Who the heck do you think you are? You're not going anywhere. Who am I? Well, let's just say I'm the ghost of 10 years past. We can't leave a cutting-edge craft in some amateur's hands. We'll make good use of it. I can assure you that. 10 years past? You're a North! Damn it! Type 1 and 2. Pursue Type 3 immediately. Don't let the Northerners get a hold of the vehicle. Oops. He caught me napping. It was point blank. No warning. Looks like you can still move. We're going after him, understood? Think I need to be told? Who is he anyway? The colonel said Northerners. North Japan, you know? The North Japanese? Well, I don't care who he is. I'm gonna get him. Replace the training ammo with the real thing right now, while we've got the time. Live rounds, huh? What? You scared? Put a lid on it, will ya? Vey, listen. You get hit by one of those, you die. Understand? I'm not an amateur. I don't get hit. Well, you kinda just did, but whatever. I hope you know what you're doing. Hey, Vey? That bastard, he called me a... You say something? No. Come on, let's go. Last time I checked, you weren't in any shape to give the orders around here. So it is now Ryoko's turn. And we are, of course, going to attack him. You're not taking that with you, buddy. You expect to stop me with that? If you expect me to go easy on a woman, you're sorely mistaken. Hand over the AFW unless that is you want to die. Actually, stay still. Okay, step back, he's getting closer. Be afraid, I'll teach you the true meaning of terror. Yeah, he has, he's allowed to use abilities. I'm not, which is kind of BS, honestly. So at the end of the day, he just kind of gets the ability to have free shots at me. Oh, and apparently he'll show me a thing or two about how to fire a weapon. Okay, well I wasn't gonna shoot anyway right now, so there's no way you'll get your hands on me. Also, I kind of struggle to believe that you would actually be able to get a mech to effectively do those kinds of maneuvers. Are you prepared to meet your maker? A miscalculation during system checks, perhaps. Well, yes, he does have defense against this. In fact, he has a shit ton more defense than we do. I can tell you that right now. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll be honest, I absolutely hate fighting this guy. It's a good thing you don't actually have to beat him. just to spoil it. In fact, I don't think it's technically speaking possible to beat him, in fact. So Ryoko is going to be pretty much shut down for a while. She's going to have to sort of sit in the back and repair for quite a while. Damn, he's fast. Wait up, will ya? See, Vesgar, I don't really think sending you out is in my best interest, because you're just probably going to end up getting yourself killed. So what I will do is this. He's just going to... I'm pretty sure he's just supposed to keep on running, so I'll move you up there and tell you to recover. Because I don't recall him actually trying to fight. Our boy does move fast. He's not a novice, I can tell you that. Oh, Ryoko, you're gonna stay right there and recover. Bastard! Wait till I get to you, I'll... So we're just going to sort of tail him and recover our health as we go. We're not going to actually get into a fight with him, because it's not really possible for us to beat him. Captain Kaiho, you did it! Good to see you, pilot. The Albatross is ours, just as we have planned. So this is the Albatross. Amazing. The mission was a success. It's time to withdraw. Yes, sir. We'll hold them back to give you a window. Good luck. I'm in your hands. Light AFW. We've got the superior firepower, but... yeah, but he got away and we're kind of beat to all hell, thank you very much. Especially you, Ryoko, you're in no condition to fight. In my opinion, at least. Get out of my way! It's not you I'm after. I don't think they could hear you, Wei, or Vei, or Vesgar, or however you wish to be referred to. Captain, get the Albatross back north. You have to make it. So we're going to get a night battle here, which, if I recall correctly, decreases accuracy, just period. Yeah, I don't believe there's really like anything you can do to increase it. And I think light AFWs actually can reload faster, like no matter what. Oh, how I wish I had abilities on these guys. But I also believe light AFWs are pretty much incapable of doing any serious damage to a actual regular AFW because they only really have machine guns. You might actually have come near me with that one. So yeah, they're severely limited in regards to what they can do as light AFWs. If you need to deal with the infantry, they're a good choice, but there are no infantry here. And wow, you seem to have missed quite a bit. Okay, Ryoko. Ryoko, I believe your name was. Your newbie attacks are never going to hit me. Yeah, you don't have much time to aim, so, well, actually, you got a decent amount of time to aim, but you pretty much just got this one shot, and that's it. So hit her this time, if you don't mind. And you're not going to be able to get another shot off. They will, but not us. Well, actually... Come on, hurry up, we ain't got all day. Just gonna fire randomly. And we got lucky and hit. And yes, we get it. Their newbie attacks are never going to hit you. So we took absolutely no damage because, well, it's pretty much impossible for a light AFW to do any real damage to an actual regular AFW. Although there might be ones later on that can actually do damage, but these are just mounted with machine guns. Okay, Ryoko. I just want you to patch yourself up a bit more if you don't mind. And they're gonna fight us again. We're starting off at short range, not our specialty. And it's still a night fight. And I need you to step back. At least get to medium range. That way we are within our effective range and outside of theirs, because their effective range is short. And essentially 2 well-placed shots will win this. I'm going to fire at 50. And miss, of course. You seem pretty far off. I don't think they narrowly escaped that one. Okay, so they can do some damage, although it's very minimal. Okay, we'll try firing at 60 this time and hopefully hit. There we go. One more well-placed shot and we win. Well, essentially just one more hit, not even really a well-placed shot. Yes, they might have actually come near you with that one. Okay, Ryoko, you've got one job and one job only, and that's to hit this person. If you hit him, we beat him. And then Vesger can hopefully actually finally get back into the fight again and more or less deal with the last one. Oh, why'd you have to miss? Oh, you're not going to be able to get another shot off. And you could have finished him too. You could have finished him. But you decided, no, I'm going to miss. I only needed one shot. One shot, Ryoko. And you missed. You may be on top of the AFW food chain, but we can still slow you down. You're not going anywhere near the captain. Honestly, you guys aren't really gonna slow him down too much. Step back and try and get ourselves back to medium range, of course. Because that is, like I said, our effective area. It's our turn next. Yes, you're right, it is, Vesger. It is indeed our turn next. Hopefully you hit him. I'll wait until 60. Good job, Vesger. At least you're able to hit people. Up. There we go, that's good enough. Okay, Vesger, I'm only expecting you to probably get maybe one more shot off after this. I would love for you to hit with all of them, personally, but I don't exactly expect you to. Okay, we're gonna fire again at 60, and Vesger, I hope you hit. Great job, and it looks like he hit his weapon. And I'm gonna have you fire off just one very quick shot at like the last possible second. And I think hitting his weapon causes him to have to start all over again on his reload. And oh, you actually took him out. See, Ryoko? Vesger is a much better individual, it seems, at this, because at least he is able to hit his target. And 1 second. Okay, hello subscribers and non-subscribers, I'm back. Sorry about that, I was having some issues because apparently Windows Ease of Access decided to be a piece of shit and start up. Which apparently in and of itself for some reason started causing issues with attempting to record this. So there we go, I'm now back. I had to make use of the save state ability of the emulator to be able to do this. But let's see, so Vesger's level is up to 2, following skills have improved, action, aim correction, and combat correction. So Vesger's just gotten better. And Vesger should be able to finish this individual off. I don't know if you can really call this individual a poor loser, because, well, he hasn't quite lost yet. Got pretty much all day to be able to aim at this guy. So let's just try to make sure we actually hit him. Oh, but he's gonna hit us and do some damage and thus screw up our aim. But it looks like he didn't really screw it up too much, which I'm guessing is because he didn't really do too much damage. Oh, looks like we also ended up breaking his weapon when we finished him off. So we've earned some XP for Vesger. Damn! Where the heck did he go? Enemy communications called him Kaiho. Who is he? Vesger, return to base. We're calling off pursuit. Why? We can still catch him. We can't afford to lose another vehicle. You understand? God damn it! So there we go. Mission complete. And that's actually going to be, after we do this little bit after, that's pretty much going to be the end. And all units get 50 success XPs. Yeah, Ryoko's not going to be leveling up for a little while. So, AFW is destroyed. Well done, both of you. Here are the results from this exercise. We have a situation. Wait in your quarters until further notice. Dismissed. Yes, sir. Colonel, wait. Vey, Didn't you hear what he said? We gotta go back to our quarters. Damn. Fuji Proving Ground Control Room. How could this happen inside South Japanese territory? What use is the Border Security Force? I've never seen anyone handle a prototype like that. A ghost of 10 years past. Crimson Phantom, no less. There's a ring of death to that name. Crimson Phantom. Of all the phantoms that could have reappeared. I have a bad feeling about this. The Type 3 prototype was seized by a man they called Kaiho. Yu Kaiho, aka the Crimson Phantom, the best AFW pilot the South Japanese forces ever had. Kaiho served as a military consultant for the Soviet Army during the Vietnam War. Soon after his arrival in North Vietnam, he took part in the coup d'etat in Laos. He spent the next several years tearing through hundreds of American AFWs until the fall of the South Vietnamese government. But wasn't he a part of the South Japanese? Whatever. What did he witness in the jungle hell of that war? What effect did exposure to so much suffering have on him? What I didn't know at that time was that the return of the Crimson Phantom would thrust me into the battle of my life. Okay, so let's see. The Divided Two Regions, Chapter 1. Yes, we have now finally made it to really the start of the game. September 26, 1964, Mission 3. Yeah, but, didn't they say that guy was a part of the South Japanese forces? In which case, why was he a military consultant from the Soviet Army for the North Vietnamese? It doesn't really make any sense to me. But whatever. The hijacked Type 3 is apparently on its way to the Atlantic coast. Isn't this Japan? Why would it be the Atlantic coast? Wouldn't it be the Pacific coast? Because this is, again, Japan, and Japan isn't in the Atlantic Ocean. It's in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, this game did have one of the main complaints really about it, to my understanding, was, well, translation failure is really the best way to describe it. Because, yeah, that's actually not too far off. Again, the Atlantic coast, this is Japan. I don't know where you're getting Atlantic from. You have been designated to Experimental Unit 07. I am personally asking you to volunteer for deployment to the No Man's Zone at Kujukuri. Hey, wait a sec. Why do we have to go skipping off to a demilitarized zone? Who is in charge of this snafu, if I may ask? We've put a lot of thought into this decision. You two are the only ones with combat experience against 3. Not much, and we kind of got our ass. Well, Ryoko kind of got her ass. Well, actually, no. She didn't take too much damage from him, if I recall correctly. It was mostly. Actually, no, she did take most damage, actually. Because she actually was in a real fight with him. It was kind of one-sided, though, nonetheless, so not the best experience. Please, we're asking you to bring it back. Well, I'm going. I've got a score to settle with that bastard. I see. Kujukuri, probably mispronouncing that. That's near the border, spitting distance to the North Japan. Could be fun. Count me in. Glad to hear that. I myself remain here in the south at the command post. Of course you will. All communication from here on will be by radio. Of course, because unless you feel like using carrier pigeon, radio is really your best option. Rodriguez, I want you to oversee the actual mission control. Yes, sir. The cover story is that your squadron will be proceeding to Kujukuri on an extended exercise. However, left-wing guerrillas or even covert northern squads could decide to interfere. Should you face any resistance, neutralize them. Regain possession of Type 3, and should that prove impossible, destroy it. That is all. The pursuit of Type 3 has become a priority mission, as you may have gathered. The Southern Japanese military and GMI Incorporated of America have sent us a pilot each to round out our numbers for this mission. Kenichi Kinasato, I guess. Here, I'm with the 5th AFW Battalion Kanto region. I've been assigned the light AFW on this mission. Kinasato? That's an unusual name. I've been hearing that all my life. You must be Ryoko. Nice to meet you. John Castor here. I'm a 4-leg AFW test pilot for GMI. Glad to meet you all. Alright, that's kind of a small group. An infantry unit will be assembled to accompany you according to standard AFW operating procedure. Yes, that is right. We get infantry, which are actually useful. The squad will need a leader, a point of contact between mission control and the front. I've given this a great deal of thought, and my decision is that Vesger is the best person for the job. Thanks. I guess I do have the most experience when it comes to actually taking the guy on. Yes, and you're also the only individual within our group that is level 2 as well. Congrats, Faye. Good luck. I plan on making my own luck. Troop allocation for the various teams is your job. Make sure you read through the combat manual. You'll find the book in the intelligence section. But that is going to be it for this episode, because, well, generally speaking, I'll probably only really be doing one mission each episode, simply due to length. These missions do, as time goes on, actually go for quite a decent amount of time. Although I will say, I am lucky that because since I am using emulation to record this, because as I said, I don't have the hardware necessary to be able to record straight off of a PlayStation 2, or really any console for that matter, I do have the advantage of save states, so I can always very easily go back to any previous point in time. So if, say, I need to cut off the recording earlier and I don't manage to finish a mission, I can always go back to it shortly, or like when I get the time, by using a save state to put me right where I left off. But either way, let's go ahead and save that. But that's going to be it for this episode, either way, and honestly I don't think that time is correct still. Because it seems to be indicating that it is essentially 24 minutes into a new day, which it definitely isn't. It is in fact 11:30 in the morning for me. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go and check that. Not quite sure why it seems to think that I am apparently somewhere where it is, for one thing, a day ahead of what time it is here, because it's only the 21st for me. And to think that I am recording this at, well, essentially midnight. So I'm gonna have to go and check that again, but nonetheless, whatever. That's it for this episode. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, goodbye and farewell.